Back. This is part 10, the final part of my blind Let's Play of Life is Strange 2. We are here, we have reached the Mexican border, and we do not have much left of this game, but to see how things resolve, and I have audio, so that's good. Well, so let's just jump into it. I don't want too much preamble. Let's see where the hell this story goes. Okay, so it checkpointed us. Drive up. Yeah, I really have no idea how this game is going to resolve itself. I have heard that there's like numerous endings, like something in the ballpark of like 7.
Looks so big.
I don't know what those are based on. People.
Dude, it's just a giant fence. Except it won't keep us in.
All units be advised. After the raid on the way, there was no sign of Sean and Daniel Diaz. We believe they left within the past few hours. The two brothers are still considered armed and dangerous. Proceed with caution. At this time, only the mother of the fugitives has been arrested.
Oh no. Sean, why would they arrest Mom? Why?
So they can give her shit. But she didn't do anything. The cops will have to let her go.
I hope so. Why can't they just leave us alone?
They're going to. Once we're over that fucking wall. This shit lasts until Puerto Lobos. Unless our car breaks down in the desert.
How are we gonna get the car over the wall, though?
Hey. Sean? Why would they build this?
Well, you know, it's a border, man.
Is there a wall like this up north?
Nah, not really.
So, why did they build one here?
I don't know, Daniel.
That sucks. Is Dad's house in Mexico going to be totally trash, or what?
I'm sure it is. Whatever. That's a good project for us, right?
I know. It's gonna be super easy with my power.
Shit. I didn't think there'd be more than a barbed wire fence out here.
What? We're literally gonna destroy this border wall with his power? Wow.
So, here we are, Daniel. The end of the road.
Finally. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Take it easy. You can do it.
Dude, it's hard.
right, Super Wolf?
Almost.
It's okay. It's okay. Just breathe. Shh. Breathe.
We did it!
We fucked that shit up.
Yes!
Oh, I guess they can get their car through the wall. I did not think. I don't know why I didn't put that together. Like,
It's all thanks to you.
It's gonna be all right now. We've done the hardest part.
Thanks for taking me down here, Sean.
Nah. We did it together, man. Come on. Let's go back to the car.
yeah, y'all need to get the fuck out of here, actually.
Oh, man.
because if they catch you before
I cannot
you're
wait to go swimming in the
over
ocean.
the border, that's gonna be really bad.
That would be cool if we could just walk to the beach. Can't wait to go shopping. I'm dying to get some Choco Crisp. It'll be
Oh!
Daniel! Daniel! Daniel, talk to me! Daniel! Talk to me!
It just hit his arm, right?
No! No way! Not now! Daniel! Hey! Who are you? Did you shoot my brother? Hey,
Oh shit, Madison. I told you he was a fucking kid.
Get off of me! Get off of me!
Well,
Daniel!
is he?
He's my brother!
He's okay. Bullet just grazed
Let me
him.
go!
Do not move if you want to keep that arm. Comprende? Keep an eye on the wall. These fuckers blew it up so their friends can cross.
Daniel!
So what's the plan, huh? I bet there's a dozen more coming through, right?
No! We're leaving! Going to Mexico, I swear!
Wait. You're trying to break into Mexico. That's fucking funny.
We're Americans! Americans, damn it!
No, it's not legal to blow up walls. That's called terrorism. You get it? So tell me the plan. Don't fuck with us, kid. You're the only ones around.
Looks like no one's coming for now.
Anyway, don't waste your energy. I bet the Border Patrol has a big plan for you, mister.
Madison, come on. We have to deal with this kid. Still bleeding.
Don't touch him! Get off!
Oh no.
Yeah, don't move.
Oh no.
What the fuck? Get it off! Stop! Get it off!
Jesus! What the fuck is going on?
Where's Spencer?
He's off duty today. Why?
Listen, we have a deal. He knows.
Yeah, I heard about this crap. Not happening anymore.
Come on, Maddie. Do what the officer says.
Fuck! How old is he?
He's all right, officer. Don't worry.
Shut it! You're both coming with me to the station.
What? Are you kidding? What? They're illegals.
Fuck's sake! What'd I say? Okay.
Take a breath. You okay now?
Oh shit.
Daniel!
Oh no.
What? I'm sorry, are you Sean? Sean Diaz? You're under arrest.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. What the fuck, man?
Don't look at me.
¿Estás bien? Sí. Yo soy Diego. Mi esposa Carla. Y este frijolito de aquí es Ángel.
Oh, Ángela.
Encantado. Soy Sean. ¿Cómo te sientes, hijo? ¿Han visto un niño de 10 años? Es mi hermanito. Nos separaron cerca del muro. Está herido.
Lo llevaron a la enfermería. Si fuera grave, una ambulancia ya habría venido a buscarlo. Si lo dejaron aquí, quiere decir que está bien.
Tranquilo, amigo. Aquí no hacen daño a los niños. I wonder how long they've been here. And why? What the hell is wrong with these people?
Hope that Campbell's
No
almost
way
done
I
with
can break through
paperwork.
that door without Daniel's help.
We're out, we're not coming back.
Jeez.
This place is fucking gross.
Wonder how many people have been locked up in here. Thanks. I'll remember that. This guy must be trained not to listen to anything we say. Excuse me. Do you know where my brother is? He's just a kid. Hello? Hello? Ah. Got it. Okay. Thank you. Pendejo. No way I can break through that door without Daniel's help. ¿Saben cuánto tiempo nos van a dejar aquí?
No.
Esta es la primera vez que intentan cruzar. Me acuerdo de nuestra primera vez. Casi morimos de sed en el desierto. ¿Hace cuánto tiempo pasó eso?
Hace año y medio. El presidente era otro, pero los problemas de nuestro lado de la frontera eran los mismos.
Es la tercera vez que intentamos cruzar la frontera. Son muy valientes. Y además estás embarazada. Mi Carlita es la mujer más valiente del mundo. Y la más inteligente también. En nuestro pueblo era profesora.
Queremos que el niño nazca en este país. Que tenga la nacionalidad.
Queremos darle una vida mejor a nuestro hijo o hija. Es lo que hizo mi papá. Se fue de México cuando murieron sus padres. Para ganarse la vida. Pero yo sé que extrañaba su pueblo natal.
Por supuesto. pero seguro que tuvo sus razones para irse, como nosotros.
No quiero desanimarte, amigo, pero lo de México no va a ser fácil para ustedes. Es un país magnífico y me cuesta muchísimo dejarlo, pero allá va a ser muy complicado cumplir tus sueños. Ya no tengo sueños aquí.
Sean, has vivido en este país toda tu vida con un padre mexicano y ahora los tiempos han cambiado. ¿Cómo crees que va a ser todo en el futuro?
Los tiempos cambian, pero la gente también. En el camino encontré muchos aliados. Ojalá haya menos personas intolerantes en el futuro.
Ojalá.
Cuando eres extranjero, tienes que trabajar aún más duro para arreglártelas. Así funciona.
Oh, shit. Enough now. It's America. We speak English.
Shut up.
We're just talking.
No, the problem is you
asking.
people breaking into my country.
We come here to work, not steal or live at your home.
Diego.
No, I am so fucking tired. You only come here to cause trouble. And we have to pay for your welfare. You all want a free ride, and that makes me sick.
We only want work and peace.
Yes. An honest job and the ability to raise our child in a safe country. That's all we're looking for.
That's what you people always say. But the facts speak for themselves.
I'm not even gonna. I've been not
You
talking.
hunt us like animals.
I don't think I have a choice. I want the safest country for my children.
See? You love your family like us. We don't go walking hundreds of miles in the desert and risking everything for no reason. We do it for our child. A mother must understand.
No, you and your unborn parasite have nothing in common with me and my family.
What?
Maddie,
What you say?
Oh, see? There you go.
take it easy.
This is our country.
Siéntate, Diego. Solo vas a empeorar las cosas para ustedes.
Tienes razón, amor. No valen la pena.
Whether you people like it or not, we're not gonna give you a break.
You're in jail too, loser.
Why are we stuck down here with them? You know us. We're helping you, goddammit!
Hey, you have the right to remain silent, so fucking use it, okay?
All right.
Diaz, you're up.
How's my brother?
Don't worry about him. Now turn around. Hands behind your back. Okay? Let's move it. All right. Sit down.
Where's my brother?
He's doing fine for a kid who got grazed by a bullet. Lost some blood. But he's tough. They're taking care of him at the infirmary. You want coffee?
Okay.
Good. Be right back.
Fuck. What did they do with Daniel? I hope he's all right. Great. Now I can put on a fucking show. Shit. Is it morning already?
Oh shit.
Heavens, how am I gonna get myself out of this mess? No point in getting these off. There are cops everywhere.
Good job then. You went to jail and
No point in getting these off. There are cops everywhere.
shut up. What? You don't get to talk to me like that, Mamacita. You understand? Oh, I can't believe this. Why am I in here? Hey,
So tired of all this shit.
get me out of here. Wait, I'm not
When will we get a break?
I'm a sovereign citizen.
How am I gonna get myself out of this mess?
What are you babbling about now? Do you ever just not yell? It's been a long fucking night. We're all sick of your shit. If I have to come back here again, you're going to solitary. Got it?
There you go. Looks like you need it.
Thanks.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Damn. Seriously? No.
Yeah.
Shit.
Coffee's gonna make me feel so much better. At least it'll keep me up.
Jeez. That's quite a crime spree. It's hard to believe what kids can do nowadays. Killing that officer in Seattle, assaulting a gas station clerk, caught in another weird explosion at a pot farm in California. Then you join a religious commune in Nevada.
Why would they
Oh.
know all
Which
of it?
ends up burnt to the ground. And we're not even halfway down the list. One of those things you could get away with. But not all that.
It sounds crazy, but I can explain.
Explain it to Agent Flores. She's on her way now. She spoke to your mother, who took responsibility for the church fire.
That's not true. She had nothing to do with it, and you know it. Don't drag her into this, okay? She's a good person.
Hey, it's not up to me, kid. Listen, I feel sorry for you. I really do. But denying what you did will only make things worse.
It wasn't my fault. All I did was try to survive.
Yeah, I guess you did. You know, I read the report. You claim that Officer Matthews' death was an accident, so why didn't you wait for the police?
I panicked, okay? Then it was too late. We were already criminals.
Well, it's no reason to make things worse by running away, kid. Good news is, your brother's too young to be prosecuted. He'll end up with your grandparents, if they want him. But you're facing a shitload of years between bars. At least he'll get a life. What I don't get is how two kids can destroy so much stuff. I mean, anywhere you went, something blew up.
Wait.
Seriously. How?
Those were just random accidents. Yeah, it's crazy, but it just happens around us. Can't explain it.
Uh-huh. Listen. Once is an accident. Twice is luck. 3 times is enemy action. Whoa! What is that?
Sir? I don't think you should...
Keep your ass in that seat.
Sean!
You okay? How do you feel?
Holy shit.
I'm okay. Just a little headache. Hold on.
Sure.
Dude, we gotta go.
Hold up.
Is he okay? I wanted to rescue you, but I had to use my power. I didn't want to hurt him.
He's okay. Don't worry.
Shit.
Hey! This is
Come on,
bullshit!
we gotta go.
Get us out of here!
Pues, Carla. Estoy aquí.
Sean, who are these people?
Well, shall we try to make peace with these morons? Well, Carla and Diego, they came all the way from Mexico and got thrown in jail for it. As for the others, they're the ones who tried to shoot you.
What? They got locked up? Good.
Go to hell. Hold on. We're gonna get you out. Daniel? Wow. That's it. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Espérenme aquí until I check this out. Of course.
Holy mother. How'd you do that? How?
Wait,
You think
what the fuck
I
are you?
killed him?
No, he's okay. He'll just wake up with a nasty headache. He's out for the count.
I'm not gonna use Daniel to take revenge on these idiots. I'm just gonna leave them locked in.
Okay, hands up!
Shit!
Don't
Wait,
move!
don't shoot!
Hands up! Do not move!
Wait!
Sean?
Stay back, Daniel. Let me think.
Sean, what do I do?
Quick. Gotta find something to stop them.
Got multiple officers down! Shoot them
get us.
now!
They're dangerous! Be careful!
We will shoot if we need to. Understand?
I'm
The chair.
Do something.
What the fuck?
The muck, dude. Fuck!
Okay, what the fuck? Do not move! This is our last warning!
Put your guns down! Please!
Oh,
Sean!
Oh, fuck. Alright.
Sean! Hey, you alright?
I'm used to it. I'm okay.
I didn't think fast enough.
Didn't want to hurt anybody anymore.
You saved us. You had no choice. Now, let's bail.
Sean, I think our things are in there.
Our shit is still here.
What did you do?
Finally, good news.
Step back.
Nice. Don't move. I'll be right back.
Okay, but be quick.
After this, you're not gonna hunt shit anymore. They must really feel threatened to put so much effort into this. Bet it belongs to one of these trigger-happy people.
People like that deserve to live in fear constantly.
Look at that.
They do, and they
Crime
deserve it.
Central.
There's probably more of them coming. Let's go.
We would be so dead if we didn't have Daniel's power.
Sean,
I hate that he has... Take it out, Daniel.
Que Dios los bendiga.
Okay, go, go! Let's roll, Daniel.
Okay, we can do this. Just
Hurry,
drive through that
Sean!
hole in the
Drive!
fence.
Nobody is chasing us.
Not yet.
Emergency! Visit all points bulletin for every unit in the area. Multiple prisoners, 2 adults, and 2 teenagers have escaped from the El Rey police station. They are considered armed and dangerous. Repeat.
Are we still going to Mexico?
Yeah. We got nowhere else to go.
Sean, it's the 4th of July. Our first one without Dad.
You're right.
Remember how he was so into fireworks every year? He always made us go too early so we could get a good spot.
I know. He was so corny. He said he was proud to live in his country.
Our hole here. We can't just go through the port of entry, right? Like they
Shit.
Yeah, don't. Oh no.
Sean, what are we gonna do?
Sean! Sean Diaz! It's over! Don't make this worse! Get out of the car! Slow! With your hands above your head! Do exactly what I say!
You know that day? In Seattle? The day Dad was shot? I think about it every day. And I would give anything to change what happened. But I can't. I'm sorry for my mistakes. I tried my best. I swear.
Sean.
I'm so proud of you, and I know, just like Dad would be. We both learned a lot together, but you can make your own rules now. If we surrender, they will separate us, Daniel. And if that happens, promise me that you will always do the right thing, okay? Don't waste your power. Be smart like you already are.
I don't want to be separated.
Hear me out! Please! Don't make any more mistakes!
Whatever happens,
It's too late to surrender!
always remember that you're Daniel Diaz.
You know this is
I promise, Sean.
a trap.
How does the story of the Wolf Brothers end?
Step out of the car! Now!
Oh man. Yeah, this is what I thought. I'm thinking if we try to cross the border, are we gonna try to lift the car and like literally just fly it over top of them? I don't see that ending well, but I also don't want to surrender because it's gonna be such an awful ending. Go big or go home. Let's do it.
They make it to the other side.
What? You sure?
Trust me, okay? Just get us through. Hold on tight.
I don't wanna! I'm not hurting anyone else! Sean!
Open fire! It's too late! They're shooting at us, Daniel! This is the only way!
Oh my god. This is not what I thought we were gonna do.
I'm sorry, Sean. But I have to go.
What? What are you talking about?
Don't turn back for me.
What?
I hope you'll be happy in Mexico.
Holy shit. So, Jesus Christ. That's... We get separated either way. Oh wow, gets to live with Chris, or next door to Chris. Oh man. Oh man, that's crazy. His school bus almost crashed into the lake and stopped it. 2023. Wow. His first car. Are we gonna get to see like older Sean and Daniel? Oh wow, 6 years later. That means Daniel's 16. Sean would be he's 22 if not 23. I already regret my decision, but I might regret it just as bad if I did the other thing. Oh wow, older Daniel. Wow, this is cool. Huh. Wow, he has an ankle monitor. Would that have still happened to him even if I hadn't tried to do that at the border? Because he still knocked out all those police officers. I guess he's under house arrest. I assume this is Sean. Wait. Lila? That's not her, is it? No. Is it? Something about them wanting to get to the sand. Was that? I don't remember at this point. Oh man. Wow. Crazy. I'm interested to see how our decisions stack up against other people because I feel like I did a lot of like off the cuff stuff there that I don't even know how I feel about it. I don't know if that was the right call. That was pretty awesome. It did not hit me, I think in general, other than that really crazy final moment from episode 3, which I still think was the high point of this game. I think it got off to a really good start, and I think episode 3 was a big high point. I think other than that, this game never really got to kind of like the emotional heights of the original Life is Strange for me. Just personally. Granted, I don't have a brother. I don't know if that would have made a difference in how I interpreted this one, but I also just felt like episode 4 really kind of burned me, and I thought that episode was kind of a lot of waste of time. And the problem I generally have with this one, all told, is that it is like a road movie type thing. Like, it's traveling so much. So there's a bunch of characters that get introduced and are started to be fleshed out, and then they fall to the wayside because the brothers have to move on. And the brothers themselves are good characters, but I don't know that that's a better way of handling a story like this than how Life is Strange 1 was able to set itself in the same town and draw from and expand on the same characters over the course of the story. So there's just a lot of stuff that comes out of left field and goes, and even characters like the mom. I mean, that's the mom, all the characters that they meet at the California weed farm. Like, I mean, that is how these sorts of stories go, I suppose. But I don't know. It's hard to say how the ending landed for me because it felt like it could have gone so many different ways, and I wasn't really. I guess the idea is I probably should have surrendered to the police at the end because I was trying to be like a good influence for Daniel. But I just felt like I had to go for it. It's like I don't know. Sean sacrificed so much for Daniel. And things got, so bad at multiple points of that story that it felt like it's a similar dynamic to Life is Strange 1, but I feel like Life is Strange 1, it felt like the stakes made more sense. Like, I know a lot of people in Life is Strange 1 chose to save Chloe and not the town, but I think that was the dynamic of, like, setting in a single location that helped. It's like you have all these characters that you relate to the town, and like, why the town isn't just like a collection of like blank NPCs. It's like people that you've met throughout the season. And it felt like a choice where basically you realize the entire plot of Life is Strange 1 was like Max, via her powers, not being able to accept Chloe's death and constantly trying to undo the past and undo the past and undo the past and undo the past. And every time she did it, things just got worse and worse and worse. And it felt like the correct ending, and what Life is Strange is about to me, is about letting go of nostalgia, letting go of the past, letting go of your childhood and your innocence and your desire to redo everything. Which has a really brilliant, symmetry with these sorts of story-based games where you're constantly trying to say, do I do this or do I do this? Oh, fuck, I picked this, but like I regret it. And then in Life is Strange 1, you could just undo it before kind of committing to a choice and heading down a time path, basically. But that's how Life is Strange 1 always felt. It always felt like that very strong emotion, especially when you're like a teenager, of like wanting to start over, wanting to try again, like maybe you could just do it a little better. Like, regret is always talked about usually as like a thing that older people experience at the end of their lives. I think it's very real, but I also think like regret is really strong when you're a teenager, because like people forget how crazy and big like a things that happen in your life are at that time, and just how dramatic stuff can feel, even if it isn't always that dramatic. But anyway, Life is Strange 1, I respect the hell out of it, love the hell out of it for that. This one, I think, is a solid follow-up. I like what they're going for with the brother dynamic, but it didn't feel as unique, and the themes didn't feel as fleshed out, because it definitely just felt like the brother dynamic of wanting to like teach your brother something. Like to teach your brother to be like a better person, and I don't know, like it didn't really all come together and land for me. Like I guess the final decision is that I was supposed to be an example for him yet again, and turn myself in, and say like, no, enough is enough. But I mean, I don't know. We spent the whole thing running. And so I guess at the end I was just supposed to accept, like, no, it's time to face the consequences. And if I didn't, then Daniel did. But what I'm curious of, and I don't know if this is a thing, is if I had raised or like taught Daniel different, if he wouldn't have jumped out of the car. Like, is that a binary choice, or is it a binary choice for Sean, and then Daniel reacts based on the prior choices you made? Because if that's the case, that's pretty cool. Yeah. All in all, I think it's really good. I mean, I definitely still think the high points were, I think episode 1 was really powerful and had a lot of emotional resonance, and I thought really kicked things off with a bang, and I had no idea where the hell the story was going. And I don't really think they knew either. And I think it ended fine, all things considered, but I think they really fell pretty flat on their face in I think episode 2 was okay. It was more interesting because it lined up with the events of the Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, but still wasn't that eventful or interesting. I guess they needed to set up like the grandparent characters and have something else going on, but I mean, that one was fine. Episode 4 I kind of actively think was bad. I think it was like bad writing. It was definitely the low point for probably any episode of Life is Strange, anything that I've played. I definitely think Life is Strange Before the Storm and the original Life is Strange were stronger in pretty much every episode than that. Yeah, and also just like they were trying something very different here. I mean, I still like the angstiness of the original Life is Strange a lot more. I relate more to it, obviously. Maybe not obviously, but I don't relate as much to brother-brother relationship, or as the story kind of became focused on at the end, the immigrant experience. That's not something that I know well. Some of that stuff comes off as kind of ham-fisted to me. It's not bad, and I don't think anything they're doing narratively feels unearned. It just feels like maybe it does feel unearned. Honestly, I think that might be the way I want to phrase that is that they weren't really. It wasn't really clear to me what they were building toward, in the way that like Life is Strange 1, like the final decision actually makes a lot of sense. Whereas this one, it's kind of just like, did you teach your brother to be a good person and to face the consequences of his actions? But it's like they were never facing the consequences of their actions from the beginning. Like that's the whole point of the story, is just like, that they don't. That's not me passing judgment on them. That's just that they don't. And it doesn't really line up for me the way that like Life is Strange 1 does in that regard. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably the weaker of the 3 games. But I also appreciate what they're going for. It was definitely more ambitious than the original Life is Strange or Before the Storm. And I definitely think it has some high points that I really remember. I mean, all the stuff on the weed farm and the way that episode ended, really, really strong, actually. That stuff was good. And I remember thinking at the time, like, oh my god, is Sean dead? Are they gonna have you just play as Daniel from here on out? And I think that might have been a bit cheap. I think if they had actually done that, like, part of me thinks that would have been actually way more interesting. And I still kind of think that, but I don't think they... It's probably best they didn't do that. It might have been just too shocking for the sake of it. But some part of me liked the idea of, like, what if they did a big fake out like that and they set it up to be like, you're teaching Daniel how to act, and then that influences the kind of person that he becomes when you take control of him. You know, granted, it all building up to, like, that weed farm, and then Sean dies. It would have been crazy, but it would have been, like, maybe bad crazy. Like, it might have been too weird. So I don't know. I don't know how to, like, feel about that necessarily, because, you know, that could have gone in a bad way, potentially. But I like the idea of what if they did, like, a character switch, but with significance based on the choices you made midway through this. Like, it would be a crazy moment, but it would also help pay off kind of the theme, right? Of brotherhood and, like, you know, Daniel kind of carrying this, like, legacy of things that he learned from his dad and his brother. But, you know, it might have been way too big of a tragedy to have that in the middle of the fucking season. And then what would you have done with Daniel afterward? What, he's just on the run on his own from the cops? Like, then it would have really been like a desperate, sad thing. But what they ended up doing with it, where they had him go, you know, join a cult, and who was worshiping him for his powers, which, you know, the game does not come full circle in any way about religious themes. Like, that barely matters, really. Wasn't worth dedicating a whole episode to, and was pretty lazy writing on their part, because they made Daniel into just, like, this, like, irritating character who just did stupid shit because, you know, he's a kid, and we're just supposed to accept that as, like, you know, kids gonna be kids. And it's like, that's true, but that doesn't make your writing good. Like, you want us to simultaneously care about him, but you're leaning into the crutch of, like, he's a kid, so we can move the plot by making him make really dumb, irrational, out-of-character decisions. And I just never bought that. And just, it was a choice, narratively. And because of that weird non sequitur, this kind of last episode does feel like it comes out of nowhere a bit, but you know, I think it pulled it back from that episode. I definitely think that finale was decent. I don't think it was exceptionally strong. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Oh, it is. There you go. Okay, so most people actually decided to surrender to the police, and Daniel accepted it. But you can try to force the roadblock, and Daniel can accept or refuse. That is really actually pretty interesting. So that's where his development as a character must come. Overall, you taught Daniel to do his best to follow the rules of society. Overall, you taught Daniel to be himself and brother. Huh. So most people taught him to do that. The most common ending was that, and this is what I probably should have done, but I just got bummed out by it, is surrendering. And then if had I done that, Daniel would have accepted based on option. But it seems like the surrender and Daniel refuses, or force the roadblock and Daniel accepted, is less common because most not Daniel. So we got the second most common ending, only slightly. Actually, if you add the two numbers up, more people tried to force the than tried to but it seems like they had a pretty good final choice, because the split is not super even amongst all four, but the split between doing, you know, force the roadblock or surrender was pretty even. I'm still unsure about my decision, but I thought that the ending was actually kind of sweet given that. All right, let's see what else. Oh, I guess. Okay. You did the treasure hunt and found the hidden souvenir. Okay, everybody did that. You did the treasure hunt but didn't finish the quest, or you refused. You overall got closer to Karen. Basically, everybody did that. You overall kept your distance. That figures because, you know, Karen was more unlikable in the previous. They made her more. Most everybody wrote a caring note to Karen. Consolation. That must have been what I originally, where I was telling me, okay. Lukewarm note, very few people did that, and then you said farewell to Arthur and Stanley. Basically, everybody did that. You said farewell to Joan. Basically, everybody did that. You hugged Karen before leaving. I knew this one was going to be, yeah, literally fucking. You intervened to calm Diego in the cells. I had a feeling. You freed the Mexican couple. Yeah, I figured the split would actually be a little more in favor of them than that, but that sounds about. You asked Daniel to open the vigilante cells. Yeah, fucking very few people would do that. You didn't ask Daniel to free the vigilantes. Almost everybody. Oh, wow. And almost everybody didn't hurt them either. That's actually surprising. I kind of thought a lot of people would just do that. Huh. That's interesting. So we're in like the vast majority on. You asked Daniel to kill the officers to get the state. Jesus, I didn't know you could do that. Yeah. Apparently, other people tried to do that. Daniel was told about the Scorpio? A scorpion, right? Daniel was told off about the Scorpio and stopped messing with it. Oh. Daniel was told off about the Scorpio but kept messing with it. Or Daniel wasn't told off about the Scorpio. Yeah, I think I just told him to not mess with it. Touch. Okay, Daniel managed to set up Joan's sculpture like he wanted. Daniel managed to set up Joan's sculpture with your help. Daniel managed to set up Joan's sculpture without your help. Huh. Apparently most people did not do what Daniel wanted. I was trying to give him. Daniel was concerned about hurting Officer Campbell. That's most people. Daniel was. Based on how we've asked. Daniel accepted, opened the vigilante's cell. Daniel refused to free the vigilantes, or Daniel wasn't asked to free. Not everybody. Daniel accepted to take revenge on the vigilantes. Daniel refused to take revenge. Okay, so, or Daniel didn't have to lash out at the vigilante. Yeah, almost nobody did that either. That's surprising. I like that. I like that everybody kind of just fuck y'all. Sit in the fuck pieces of shit. Like, it's not worth my brother's it's not worth my brother's effort to fucking, like, yeah. Like, you wouldn't want him to do something horrible that he might regret. You know? It's just not worth it. Daniel killed the officers when leaving the police station. Very few people got that. Daniel knocked out the officers. That was that was a lot more common, most common. Daniel locked up the officers in the closet. That was the next most common. And then Daniel was forced to intervene because the officers got too close. Daniel was okay to kill the officers. Daniel was reluctant, but forced to kill the officers. Daniel refused to kill the officers, or Daniel wasn't asked to kill Scout. Crazy. Okay. Anything else? Thanks for playing and following Sean and Daniel on their journey. Huh. That's it, huh? Well, gang, we did it. Feels like I've been playing this game for a long, long time. I don't remember if they were in the menu before, sitting on the back porch here. Seems new? Maybe? Huh. Well, we did it. Roads, rules, wastelands, faith, and wolves. Well, this has been good. I would wrap things up with a few more closing thoughts, but I feel like I've kind of already... I guess if you just want to look at the background. Yeah, so, yeah, but I've kind of already given my thoughts. I think that they did a good job with this. I'm not as sold on it as I feel like I wanted to be. I felt like they were experimenting with a lot of ideas and a lot of things that they kind of didn't really stick with. I thought, like, a lot of the themes about, like, religion, I don't know, there was just, it felt like a very mixed bag. It wasn't super inconsistent or, like, too off the rails, but it didn't have that sort of focus the way that the other Life is Strange game. And I think maybe the greater ambition and the sort of, like, bouncing around and trying to do so much stuff helped contribute to that. But yeah. But anyway, this has been Life is Strange 2. I'll probably look at other endings online just to kind of see how mine checked out, you know? But that's for me to do. I got the ending I got. That's what's on stream. I might come back someday and play, like, the original Life is Strange on stream, just because I honestly don't feel super motivated to play this one again, but the whole time this one just really made me want to replay the original, because I really think they kind of captured magic in a bottle for that game. Maybe because they went into it with no expectations and it was sort of this pure thing. But that said, I think this game is solid, and I hope that if they do a Life is Strange 3, which I feel like I have no doubt that they will, I hope they kind of keep up with this idea of sort of like an anthology type thing. Of, like, the only thing that really connects them is sort of like a sense of tone and sort of a sort of theme of growing up, which seems to be the idea. I think that's smart. I think they were right to do something new. Life is Strange, not just do like Max and Chloe. Even though I think Before the Storm is really good, even you know, that was a different developer, that was Deck 9, but Before the Storm was really solid, and I had a lot more emotional connection to that than to this game. But it is what it is. I kind of hope for the next game they don't necessarily try to lean into current day politics as much, not because I think that that was necessarily bad in this game. I just think that sometimes it felt a little forced and a little like, I don't know how much like insight there is to doing that other than just as a pure kind of empathy thing. And I think that's good, but I don't necessarily think it's worth it to directly reference like current in progress politics unless you have something of greater insight to say about it. And I don't necessarily know that this game did, other than just like, yeah, like it's bad, like there are like, you know, it just felt like all the like politics that they were bringing into things were just like, oh, this is unjust, this is bad. And I agree with it, but part of me just feels like it kind of undercuts the story. Like I you know, maybe I shouldn't feel that way, but it always feels a little unearned and a little ham-fisted when that kind of stuff happens, because it feels like I always question, like, do you have a story you really want to tell, or do you just sort of have like a sort of generally acceptable political viewpoint that you're trying to get across? And if you're not making much of an argument about it, then, you know, I don't know. I don't think it's bad. I just think, like, they tried it. It's interesting. I think it's something different. Maybe my perspective would change on this game over time if I revisited it or something. Maybe, but I also think it might. I don't think it's going to make the game age poorly, because the kind of politics they're talking about is, you know, immigration, borders, police violence, things of that nature. And those are fairly timeless political issues, even if they are kind of hitting people in the face right now. But yeah, I don't know. I would like to see them try something even more different in Life is Strange 3. If they can deliver something, because I give them a lot of credit for making this game significantly different from Life is Strange 1. And if they make a Life is Strange 3, if they can make that game as different from 1 and 2 as 2 is from 1, I think that would be really cool, if that makes sense. Like, if they do a Life is Strange 3 and it's a lot like this one, or they dip back into the well and a Life is Strange 3 is like Arcadia Bay style, Max and Chloe style again, I think either of those things would be disappointing. But I would be a lot more okay with this game being in the place that it's in if, for the next game that they do, if they keep this series going, they keep propelling it forward into just trying different stuff. If they want to just keep throwing things at the wall and see what sticks, I think that would be really cool. And I think that would earn, you know, this franchise's name pretty well. If this is a one-off and they go back to the well, then I'm kind of disappointed in this one. But, you know, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how this one sort of ages for me. I feel like Life is Strange was really strong when I played it, and I feel like it's aged for me even better. And I wonder if I'm having nostalgia for it, and I need to go back and see what it was actually like. I know the writing in this game was definitely stronger than in the original Life is Strange, which still had a lot of, like, whack kind of eccentricities about the way the characters talked, which they seem to have largely kind of gotten past in this one. I think the writing definitely, in terms of dialogue, but I don't know that the storytelling and themes and sort of just consistency of message is as on point. Even though the ambition is much grander and every episode feels and looks very different, and the seasons even. I don't know. Anyway, here I said I wasn't gonna do a whole extra spiel, and I did it anyway. But I guess I felt obligated to, because this was a long series. This was, you know, gosh, I mean, 15 plus hours of streaming, all told, and over the course of the year. So it was definitely really interesting to do. And yeah, but without further ado, I'm gonna drop off from here. Thank you all so much for watching. I will probably be back with more streaming at the end of this week, actually. I'm going to be starting After Party, which is from the makers of Oxenfree. I'm pretty excited about it. It's story-based. I'm kind of thinking about turning it into some sort of drinking game. I don't know enough about the game to make one up beforehand, but I might be able to kind of make something up on the fly. But I think that would be fun. You know, yeah, I think that'll be good. I'll probably start that on Thursday and kind of carry that over into the weekend, and I'm probably just going to kind of try to do it in a series of 3 to 4 sessions over the weekend. But yeah, so catch me back here in probably about 2 days for a stream of After Party. Until then, take care, peace, and this has been Life is Strange 2.